Alright, doing today's afternoon vlog now because I probably will not have time and I really just do not feel like doing a driving vlog. So, this is going to be quite an emotional vlog. So, if you really do not want to handle sadness or depressing emotional stuff, then you may just not want to watch. So, my good friend was trying to get me, just to come into his chat on Twitch to chat about whatever. And I said, well, after I take my boyfriend to work, then I'll jump in. Get home, start making something to eat for breakfast because I hadn't eaten anything yet. Open up Twitch on mobile, and he's no longer alive. And I'm thinking, what the fuck's going on? So I opened Discord because I'm going under the assumption that he posted something either in his Discord or messaged me. And apparently he got a 7-day suspension for hate when he is one of the least hateful people that I know. So my only thought as to why is because when it happened, he was watching an Asmongold video. And maybe somebody who happened to be lurking and not actually chatting, because nobody was chatting in his chat at all, was offended and doesn't like Asmongold, so they reported him for playing that. Or it could also be a hater reporting him for hate, which is false reports. And he tried to repeal it, but of course, Twitch don't care. They don't want to listen. And I was thinking it was that one person who he was friends with, and were being kind of an asshole the one day in his chat, and then he just decided to ban him. Thinking it, my gut feeling kind of says it's that person. Because they were just having one of those days and being a jerk, and there's no excuse to do that shit to somebody, especially somebody who's stuck in a situation like he is right now. So I feel like it's that person, but it could be, could be any number of things. You really just never know. Can't always assume. You can make guesses, gut feelings, whatever, but, never assume. So he is now streaming on YouTube. Hopefully, being on there may help him get some more support. I don't know. But I've been pretty much keeping him tabbed up on there. He made me a mod. I've been chatting on off and on while doing my YouTube stuff this morning. And then I decided to go to the store to get a few things, and decided I'm going to see what else is left in the Valentine's clearance. So, got a Valentine's cowboy hat. So, we were in this next year. Remember I got the red heart container? I decided, screw it, there was a purple one left on clearance. Mine as well. And I can use this anytime, really. And if y'all remember my Dice socks with a container, they have pink cake ones. They're like $1 something now. They're basically just under $2 from what they were. And there were 2 of them, so I was like, you know what? I can use these for something. For sure. And then in the novelty stuff, they had these little tiny notepads that are really cute. So I don't know if it has the design on them or if it's just the cover, but I mean, we can just write little notes, or I can use them for something, I don't know. And then this thing with a deflated balloon, which I'm obviously not keeping the balloon. What caught my eye was the container. It's kind of a neat shaped container. And this was supposed to be something for kiss butt kids to give their teacher for Valentine's Day, and the balloon was like, teachers have the right stuff, and it says WRITE. Luckily, that's just stuck on there, so it just pops right off. I can keep the bow, but the balloon and everything, yeah, no, not keeping that. Just throw that in the trash. So it's like, yeah, a really cute, nifty little container. To use for a craft or whatever I feel like using it for. And that's pretty much it. I didn't get a whole lot. I do have another Valentine's sweet treat to taste test, because I did get it on clearance the other day and I did not share it in the video, in the vlog, because I was just like, no, I'm saving it because it's a little bit different. So it's like, it's okay to do one after, because, it's whatever. So yeah, that was pretty much all I got there. And then, since, like I said, I still had some of that, cash left over from Christmas, and I decided to go into Dollar Tree. And you've already seen the mini Dollar Tree haul of Hot Wheels. But while I was in Dollar Tree, I got a text. I thought it was my boyfriend again, because he had texted me earlier about something. I thought it was him again. And it was my dad giving me extremely heartbreaking news. So, if y'all don't want to hear death, click off the video right now. Basically, he was letting me know that at some point today, both horses were going to have to be put down, because the cold winter was just way too harsh on them. They're both old. And I should have seen it coming, because even the mild winters we had were kind of a struggle on them, and I should have thought of it, but like, when life is chaos and everything else is going on, you forget about things like that. And it's especially hard on Mom, and especially with Almo, because he's the sweetest of the two. Well, was the sweetest of the two. Like a big teddy bear. Always loved his nose kissed. And I cried my tears, and I'm trying not to cry more. But I'm going to, because I gotta tell the kid. Because we're going over there Sunday, since we didn't this past Sunday. Maybe that's part of the reason Mom didn't want us to go over, maybe because they weren't doing well, and she just didn't want us to see them like that, which I would completely understand. But that means no more horses over there. Because she said after these two are gone, she's not doing anymore. It's a lot of work, and both parents are in their 70s, so it's not easy for them to do. And with the cold and taking care of them has worn her out to where she really has no energy after work, and then doing that to do anything else. So in a way, it's alleviating that extra work, but at the same time, it's hard because, as we all say, pets are family too. And saying goodbye to them is one of the hardest things to do. So, my guess is since technically the farmer owns the field, she has to let the lady know who actually pays the rent for the field. Literally has been paying the rent for the field since I was a kid, because she originally gave me the 2 Shetland ponies that she had, because she couldn't take them to New York with her. That, she doesn't need to pay it anymore because they're gone. And then the field goes back to the farmer, and he can rent it out to somebody else, and I guess they can just keep the shed. Because she also paid to have this is like a walk-in shed. It has a couple stalls in it, but we use them to store hay in one and then the grain in the other. Like the feed in the other. So it's just kind of like a run-in shed. I don't think we were expecting winter to be this savagely cold. But, so yeah, my guess is it's going back to the farmer, and he can do whatever the hell he wants with it, and we won't have anything else to do with it. Because I know if I inherit that house, I sure as hell don't want nothing to do with it either. Like, I want to keep the house, but at the same time, that's extra shit on me, and I don't even know if I want to. Like, I don't want it to leave family, but at the same time, I don't want to be burdened. I feel like inheriting a piece of land is almost more of a burden than a blessing. And I know I could get, because it is technically a historic landmark, kind of, because it was an old schoolhouse, it's probably worth a fair bit. But yeah. Cross that bridge when we come to it, but no, it's just going to be hard going over there and not having velvety soft horse noses to kiss. And trying to keep composure, because I really don't have compassion to lean on and cry on. Unfortunately, that's just life. But I haven't touched fucking WoW all day, except to get my mail off the character. I've been trying to keep my mind busy with other things. I took the little binder that I bought the other day, filled out the things. So we got thumbs up or down Thursday for one. I'm writing them all down as I do them. It's a lot easier if I keep it in an actual notebook than a million freaking different composition books. The ramen ranking for Fridays. Our new thing that we're doing Saturday. Spoiler. And then Sweet Treat Sundays, writing everything down. No, I didn't write the rankings on those. I'm not going to worry about writing the rankings. I just want to make sure they're all written down, so I don't accidentally forget and repeat one, if that makes sense. And then we have an extra one in the back for something else, because, like, Wednesdays is multiple playlists. Treasure Tuesdays go under one playlist, but it's pretty much already got its own notebook for each Tuesday, because it's got exactly 4 tabs, specifically for that reason. So, and if we come up with another short series for another day, not the Mental Health Monday, because those are already in their own notebook as well. So, but yeah, if I ever come up with another one, we can use the purple one. We can always add more dividers if we come up with more stuff. Maybe I could just throw the y'all evers in there because they're random. And I know I haven't done one of them in a hot minute either. Maybe I could put the Weekend Warriors thing on that one. Because it's also been, like, I'll come up with ideas, but it won't be on the weekend. It'll be after the weekend, and then I forget about it by next weekend, so it's, like, kind of a struggle. So, I don't know. We'll figure out what to use that last divider for. And it's easy to forget about series when there's just so much other shit going on. And I gotta remember to do the ABCs, because I just realized the end of the month is coming up. Oh, shut up with your notifications. I don't care. So next Saturday is the last day of the month. The 28th. So Wednesday, I will have to do the ABCs. I don't even know what ABC list I'm going to do, because I have several. I have several already completed. I could do the Mystery Science Theater one. No, I'll save that for March, because it's movies. They basically make fun of old movies, so it fits Mystery Science Theater would fit better for March. February is just kind of one of those iffy ones. Maybe the negative list, or maybe just do Foodie February and just pick favorite foods. That one wouldn't, like, I don't even have a whole lot on it, but I'm pretty sure that ain't gonna take me too long to figure out. But yeah, it's definitely been an emotional roller coaster of a day. Angry for my friend. Sad that I'll never get to see the horses again. Well, except maybe in heaven, but. And I gotta leave in about 20 minutes or so to go pick him up from work. But you'll be seeing this a lot later in the day, so. I was gonna say, by the time you're seeing this, it'll be evening. And I'll be probably making dinner or in the process of getting ready for bed. But at least I know, for all the horse lovers out there, y'all will understand and can relate. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow.